I interrupt this video from the future. And I mean the future, I mean I've already recorded the most of parts of this video. And I'm here to show you the results of the Warden Farm, because I forgot to. We AFK'd for a good number of, let's call it 16 some odd hours, you know. I did overnight and during the day, so it would have had to have been 8 and 8. Somewhere around there, 16. We'll go 16, roughly. We got a whole shulker box of Skull Catalyst, which I have now kept inside my ender chest. Completely forgot about it. Had to spend like 5 minutes looking for the dang thing. And we've got a little bit extra. A little one shy of another stack. But, you know, overall this did pretty good. I have yet to actually test it to see how well it is in terms of mining. And I don't even know if I have... Yeah, I need to get a fortune hoe so I can actually break this stuff instantly and actually get the XP. So I can just go, bloop, and there it goes. It's good to go, you know? But yeah, as you can also see, the floor is also starting to slowly oxidize. It still has another stage after this one, and we still have some that have not oxidized. But yeah, now, so you can go back to the regularly scheduled program that you're going to see, you know, involving some blaze, I think. I interrupt this interruption to bring you news from the current pre-release of 119.1. The Skulk, useless trash. It's nerfed into the ground. The main reason I wanted to make the Warden Farm was this was a better portable XP than the actual bottles of enchanting, which I don't have any. So essentially, a bottle of enchanting will give you 3 to 11 experience points, on average about 6. A Skull Catalyst gives you 40. One stack of this will essentially repair a depleted netherite pickaxe. I mean, just watch how fast this repairs my netherite pickaxe. Keep in mind my armor might have also been damaged too, and just like that, with a handful. And 14 skull catalyst, and almost fully repaired. Super good. Excellent source of XP for a rather easy but kind of difficult and scary farm to make, because one wrong thing goes wrong. The warden hears one wrong thing and he detects it and you could die. But now in 1.19.1, these Skull Catalysts now only drop 5 experience points. That's 35 less points than they have in the current version of the game, 1.19. That is a major nerf, and now there's absolutely zero reason to farm the Warden, because unless you want to build something with the Skull Catalyst, you don't have a point. So hopefully maybe they revert it, or you know, make it a little bit better. I can see them not wanting to have it be like 40. Did feel a little overpowered. Okay, I used not even 9 stacks and repaired so much. I was like, wow, this is amazing and awesome. And then of course that same day, nerfed. So yeah, Warden Farm, probably won't ever use it again, you know. I was going to, because it was a bit of portable XP, but now, what's the point, right? If that change stays in the game, I want them to like at least make it 10 to 20, somewhere in that range. Make it better than XP bottles, because those are a pain to get in bulk. And the only way to get them in bulk is with villager trading, which is already broken as it is. So this would give you a reason to go to the deep dark in the ancient city, which is another reason why it's so good, because you have to build the farm there without having the need to build this farm. Why would you go back there after visiting it once? It's a one and done kind of thing, you know. Yeah, I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you guys think, but I feel like that nerf is a little too harsh. It definitely needs to be nerfed. 40 might be too much, but like I said, 15, 20, 10 to 20, somewhere in that range would be a little bit better. Anyways, now back to the regular schedule program. How's it going, guys? This is Avollon, and welcome back to Avollon's World. Back on top of the nether ceiling, the nether roof, whatever you want to call it. Today, we're going to be making a farm that I had originally made on this world years ago, but when I updated the nether, poof, it ceased to exist. And it's been a while since 1.16 came out, and I've never gotten around to building another blaze farm, and I am dangerously low on blaze rods, blaze powder. I need them to make end rods, and I need them to brew potions, which I use a lot of night vision, if you can't tell. We are not too far away from the rest of our projects. Right over there is the gold farm, and that is actually the woodland mansion that we visited not too long ago. These two torches here are two bedrock blocks that need to be broken, and I have never broken bedrock via this method yet. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. So I'm gonna build up the contraption, which involves TNT. Things are gonna go boom, and speaking of which, probably wouldn't hurt to get a certain something out and wear it, because, you know, things go boom, boom hurts. So what you see behind me can break bedrock. Can is the keyword there. It's a matter of if we click fast enough. So essentially we have to flick this lever, go into crawl mode here, and spam click on the side of this obsidian block. As the TNT blows up this one, we place another one, something with a piston head or another, you know, I really don't know what I'm going for here, but how it works is a glitch, and that's about as far as I know. So granted, let's try this, right? You know, just spam click, and did not work as expected. I'll be back. Okay, round 2 might have went a little bit better. If we just break this, negative. That is a negative. Negative. Hey, it worked. It worked. I had to switch my keybinds to have a spamming, because I can't actually use my mouse. I have to hold down the letter G. But hey, we got a hole in the bedrock. Now we can do this again and try to get this one. But it is so hard placing stuff using your keyboard and not the mouse. This is so, like, ooh, why is this so difficult? That's everything, right? Okay, yeah. So essentially what I did is I went like this, and just went like this. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Hey, we got our trapdoor back this time. What do you know? I'll be back. And again. Nope, I don't know what I did to get this one to work, but take number 749. It hasn't been that long, but I'm almost running out of blocks here. Yeah, I don't know. It's not working. Okay. We really didn't need 2 holes in the ceiling. We only need 1. And that's what I'm going to go with, because I ran out of blocks other than obsidian that I don't want to blow up. So, yeah. Let me make this a little easier to get up and down, shall we? Okay. We got our ladder leading back to the roof, and there's our blaze spawner, and I believe there's actually one off this way, which you might be able to see. Yeah, it's right there. So we got options. I might opt for that one because it's less over a giant death pit, but I'm not quite sure. I gotta look at the design I found, and I'll get back to you when I'm not getting hunted by ghast. So I chose the one over the death lava pit for entertainment and fun purposes, and I already fell in it once, so, you know, we're going great. I put down a metric butt ton of frog lights, and the blaze can still spawn, because, you know, they can, and we started clearing it out. So all I'm going to do is continue building up the farm. It is by Shulkercraft on YouTube. I will leave the link in the description, as always, and I'm going to continue building this up. Shouldn't take too long. So I trapped myself in here with the blaze, you know. I can't even get out. Update. I got out. This guy spawned. I don't even like a farm when I'm getting all the blaze rods from doing this. And we got vines, and they're gonna fall in this pit. And yeah, something like that. There's gonna be lava involved too. But they don't burn, because they're made of fire. I hear you. Where are you? Oh, that's fire. I'm paranoid. Get me out of here. Alright, as you can hear, Blaze Farm is done. Done and rolling. Looks pretty good. It's very loud. And it works. We got my blocks up here so you can see what's going on. Essentially, they spawn and then they get pushed by the lava because they now can be pushed by lava into the hole. They get stuck on the vines, so they can't do that, I'm assuming. Blazes. What? The blazes? Okay. Now that's a little less loud, thanks to me turning down my hostile creatures. We can see this farm in action. It is essentially just a very manual farm, hitting them until they die, or, you know, blaze rods come in. And it's nothing crazy, but it gets the job done. Now we just gotta, you know, make the place a little safer, connect it up to the landmass above us so we can get here super easily without having to worry about, you know, the gas out there, which I can barely hear and I don't know where it is, but if one gas fireball hits this thing, it's going poof, it's shattering because it's made out of glass. But hey, it looks good, and that's what matters, right? Who cares if it's not gas proof? Alright. We now have safe passage to the Blaze Farm. I redid the top part here because I wanted to use the weeping, they're not weeping vines. What are they called? They are called weeping vines. Honestly, I forgot what the other one's called. I always have this debate every time I talk about them. I'm not going to talk about it. Anyway, I, of course, put the nether brick here. It took me a minute to think about that. And nothing can spawn in here. That's why it's kind of a little blocky. You know, because it is still kind of in distance. I don't think things can spawn over here, but I don't want to take that chance because if gas spawns and I'm AFK at the platforms up there, bad things happen. So it's still spawn proof, and we got the torches to mark it still, but it looks slightly better, and it allows us to use the weeping vines, which I rarely use. And I wanted to use the red ones here because it obviously matches the theme that I went for here, which is red, orange, and yellow. If we look the right way, you come down, it is a nice safe glass tunnel, nothing fancy. We got some frog lights for lighting. Use them to help transition the colors a little bit. I don't have it on the this corner here, but the orange, red, and yellow all meet up at some point, and we can fall down, catch ourselves on the vines, and we're right down here. There's glass blocks covering everything. And overall, it's nothing fancy. It doesn't look amazing, but it gets the job done and doesn't look like a block of stone, essentially speaking. And now we have access to blaze rods safely via the roof of the nether. And yeah, that's gonna do it for today's episode. Might have been a little bit of a shorter one. I don't really know how long these clips are until I go into editing. But with the blaze rods acquired, I now have all the pieces to the puzzle to start my project that I kind of been slowly working towards. You know, I had to get the allays, I had to get the frog lights, I had to get the end rods, because I want to use all of those in an upcoming project for next episode involving some books. And that's all I'm going to tell you. You'll have to wait till next episode. It's going to be building books. Don't know what it's called though. I honestly don't know. Anyways, guys, that'll do it for today's episode. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like. If you haven't done so already, make sure to subscribe. Would make my day. We're almost at 100 subscribers. Incredible, 100 people subscribing to this content I make. Awesome stuff there. Thank you guys for everything. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Farewell. Nope, not the end of the episode. Hi, it's me again from the far, far future. In fact, I've already started working on the next episode after this one, and the reason why this episode didn't come out as quickly as it would have seemed, because honestly it took me a day to do what you saw in this episode, I wasn't happy with it. I had originally intended to use the orange, red, and yellow concretes to make a nice gradient. That would be cool to see in the blaze spawner, but then I used a bunch of glass, and then I ran out of colors, and I kind of just threw it together because I wanted to get it done. And yeah, wasn't satisfied with it at all, so I went ahead and revamped it, made it look more natural and fitting in the Nether fortress itself. And obviously, if it's gonna be more fitting, it's gonna use Nether brick. You'll see at the start of the next episode where I got a good amount of Nether brick from, but it does have the same shape, same principle, it just looks more together. And we've got a little bit of decorations. We can't see the smoke particles, but they're there. Campfires are there. Different stairs and slabs here to help give it a little bit of character. And I also attached it to the base down here on the bottom, as well as extending the actual platform down because it was one block too short on this side somehow. I don't understand Minecraft structure sometimes, but I don't know how that happened. Then again, this isn't even based. Yeah, never mind. It's based off of an odd layout because the walkway here is odd. Even and odds. You can't win with this game. But it looks more connected and more a part of the structure, and you might have seen as we fell down, I also added a way, as I fall down again. Could you see that? I fell down. Added a way to get into the actual fortress itself, or if I wanted to get out into the... Okay, no, I'm tired of dealing with you guys, okay? I built a farm for you. Oh my goodness, do you see how many pigmen are down there? Wow! I guess that's the only place they could have spawned when I was up at the top of the roof. Jeez, that is a lot of pigmen. But anyways, we'll come over here. I think I don't get sniped by those guys. I see you. You can see it's connected to the base there with a little bit of space. I used some crying obsidian to help just make it look different, as well as good cover. Goes gas-like to spawn up there. We got some smoke particles, and overall it just looks better because in the coming episodes, I do think I'm going to be using this fortress for something. This is the only fortress I know of in the close vicinity of my base, so this is going to be the fortress for finding, you know, those guys back there behind the blaze, the wither skeletons, because I have a plan for them that doesn't involve farming them in the most direct method possible. We'll get to... He just fell off. We'll get to that in a later episode, but now this place looks a lot better, and I'm more satisfied with this, and yeah, I was not happy with the other one. Sometimes you just don't get it right the first time. Sometimes you gotta go back and change it. Which, you know, I'm doing next episode too. This world's how old. But it's one of my favorite things to do, is to go back and fix or update old projects where this was a new project and I just didn't want to do it at the time. And now I'm satisfied with it, and yeah, that's everything. So this is actually the end of the episode, so yeah, thank you guys for watching. Catch you guys in the next one. Farewell.